Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about the effect of a dielectric on the capacitance. Okay, so once again we have here our circuit, here's our trusty old 9-volt battery, and we're going to go ahead and make a dielectric right there. Okay? So as I mentioned in previous videos, a dielectric can be anything from paper to rubber to wood, but sometimes it's also a vacuum. I just wanted to throw that out there in case you guys ever get that, I don't know, that case or that specific type of capacitor. But for right now, we're going to be working with a simple little dielectric, okay? So, yeah. What this does, as I previously mentioned, the dielectric is, well, when a dielectric is in between a capacitor here, it actually helps the capacitor. Now, how exactly does this work? Now, as you guys know, right over here we have the positive charges. Okay. Over here, the negative. This due to, the negatives going all the way over here, and over here, and accumulating on this side. And, well, leaving all the positives over here on this side. Okay? So what this actually does, having the dielectric here in between the capacitor, is it increases the capacitance of that capacitor. Okay, now how exactly does this work? Well, as we previously saw, when a dielectric is placed, in between the two metal plates of the capacitor, well, the molecules tend to get just a little bit, oval shaped. Something like that. Something like that. There we go. Apparently this software just isn't working with me today. There we go. Okay. So, over here on this side we have the positive that is attracted over here to the negative, and over here is the negative that's attracted to the positive, So the molecules don't move per se, but they do kind of stretch a little bit or lean towards the side which they are attracted to. Okay? Now, what this does is that some of the negatives or positive in the dielectric cancel out some of the charges in the metal plates. Okay, so imagine that we have here our positives, and over here are negatives. Okay, so imagine that because this positive is closer here to this negative, well, that means that they cancel out. Okay, the same goes with this one, and the same goes with this one, and this one, and this one. Okay, so as I mentioned in the previous video, the limit, for this metal plate as well as this metal plate is 9 volts, which is the maximum voltage of that battery. Okay? So now that the dielectric reduced the current, voltage of the plates by canceling out with these negatives, it sends more positives and negatives so that once again it can go ahead and reach the maximum voltage. So here we would just go ahead and add another positive, another negative, another negative, and another negative. Okay? Now, to be able to actually quantify this, because it can be done, okay, you must know the dielectric constant of the material that you're working with. Kind of like, the constant of friction that depends on what material you're using. Now, this is represented by the Greek letter kappa, which is basically just a K. You know how physicists love to complicate things. And now the formula for calculating this is simply multiplying K times C. Okay, so that now you can get the new capacitance for the capacitor with a dielectric. Now, just to clarify, because a dielectric always increases the capacitance of a capacitor, the K right over here always needs to be greater than 1. Okay, so that when you multiply, you end up with a larger number. So let's have an example of, I don't know, a capacitor of 6 farads, okay? And you have the dielectric right over here. It has a constant of 5. Okay, so the new capacitance is 30 farads. Okay, as you guys can see, it's actually a very simple explanation for these types of topics. So once again, I'm just going to give a quick summary. Okay, so we have our dielectric here that has the effect of polarisation, which is why the negatives are on this side, positives are on this side. Now, some of the negatives are going to actually cancel out these positives, so the battery is going to send more negatives over on this way because it also canceled out negatives. So that leaves more positives over here. And well, the negatives that are over here, they go ahead and increase the voltage of said capacitor until it once again reaches the 9 volts. And the dielectric constant, which is Greek letter kappa, or basically just K, is the way in which we're able to quantify how much it increased, okay? And the formula for that is just K, which is the constant of the material times the previous capacitance, okay? So once again, I don't know, you have a capacitance of 10 and the constant is, the dielectric constant is 7. So you just get that the new capacitance is 70 farads. Okay, I do hope that you guys were able to enjoy the video. Please do like and subscribe. And I hope that you're able to also leave a comment with any recommendations or how we can improve our videos. Thank you guys. Do have a great day. I'll see you guys in the next video.